Eric Lerner, No Big Bang and JWST Images. 30 years ago, Eric Lerner published the Big Bang Never Happened book, which was labeled as atheistic by the mainstream. By then, 3 versions of Big Bang theory failed. And later, the 4th version patched with dark energy failed on Hubble constant measurements versus predictions. Eric Lerner presented more than dozen scientific evidences for non-expanding universe and for its age, if such concept applies, exceeding 100 billion years, versus expanding universe since its birth in Big Bang about 14 billion years ago. The only problem Eric Lerner has not explained was Hubble redshift cause, which I solved in Chapter 1 of Time Matters. Time dilation in the past equals redshift today. Eric Lerner started JWST and the Big Bang Never Happened debate on his YouTube channel Fusion. I like this episode about abundance of well-formed/mature galactic disks in infant universe. Followed by even better episode about elliptical galaxies older than Big Bang. Elliptical galaxies, in general, are older than spiral galaxies. With spectroscopic data analysis we expect even more galaxies and stars, by metals in them, older than Big Bang. Read free ebook Time Matters in PDF, on Amazon and Google.
And why is there panic at the disk? Because what does JWST? This is a very much blown up section of that iconic image Mr. Biden showed to everybody. What we see is very beautiful, smooth disk galaxies. And if we blow it up a little further, we can see, wow, a tiny, very nice spiral galaxy. You see the little spiral arms. Little only from the Big Bang. Actually, this galaxy is just the same size as the galaxies today. So the reason that this caused panic, or the authors expected it to produce panic in others, was that almost all of the galaxies look like this. And what did the authors say? There were 10 times more disk galaxies, that's another word for spiral galaxies, than we had thought. 10 times as many as they had thought, not we. This implies disk galaxies have existed in large numbers for quite a significant amount of time, quite an understatement. They have remained the same morphology, which obviously couldn't happen if they were colliding all the time. This would challenge our ideas about mergers being a very common process. In other words, in astronomer underspeak, it would obliterate that hypothesis. So that's why we've got a big problem just in the first 2 weeks for Big Bang hypothesis, because you've got these little tiny galaxies, even littler, even tinier, with no ability to collide together, because at all redshifts, they're nice, smooth, highly structured, but obviously non-colliding galaxies. And the galaxies that do collide, the peculiar galaxies, are a small minority. So that's big problem number 1. But, I'm sorry, I skipped over. Big problem number 2, a bonus problem, is they see elliptical galaxies. Now you can tell the difference between elliptical and spiral galaxies, not only by the shape of their light profiles, it's very distinct, but also by their spectrum. Elliptical galaxies are obviously older. They're bright, young, hot blue stars have burned out, so you have more red stars. They are redder in color. Well, here's a galaxy, ID 3602, at Z equals 9. The Big Bang age of the universe is supposed to be 540 mega years, but the spectrum is very red, so it goes up, and the observed spectrum is the red line. They fit it with this blue model, which would tell the modeled age of that galaxy, but the authors don't share it. And the reason is I suspect that they don't share it, is that they don't want to say this galaxy is older than the Big Bang. But if we look at models of a billion-year-old galaxy, the blue line, it's a reasonably good fit. And even a 13 billion years old galaxy is not a bad fit. A 500 million years old galaxy is a bad fit and would be ruled out by this data. So in this galaxy, and it turns out in a couple of galaxies that were reported just yesterday, the age as reported by the stellar spectra is older than the age of the universe. So again, complete impossibility, if complete contradiction with the Big Bang. So in 2 weeks, 4 contradictions. Surface brightness and radius are constant. The impossible Mighty Mouse galaxy, no mergers to grow the Mighty Mouse galaxies, and an elliptical galaxy, in fact, 3, older than the Big Bang.